everyone, it's Lisa here, and I kind of had a revelation and I wanted to share it with you. I posted a picture on Instagram of how I'm doing my project life. Now, this might freak some people out with the whole archival and everything else. I just didn't care. I felt like the project life system was too constricted. And I've been very much like experimenting with art and everything else lately. And art is all about not constraining yourself. It's like, thinking outside the box, trying different things. So I wanted to try something different. And that is why I tried this. Now I'm going to show you the pages that I have in a minute. There's a couple things that, I think I've got worked out in my head if the problem arises. So I just want to show you the book I am using. This is the Canson Mixed Media book. It is 11 by 14 inches, so it's quite tall, 11 inches wide. This is going to be my title page for 2015. I still have this cork piece that I'm going to use in here, so I'm just going to leave that for now. I kind of have an idea what I'm going to do, but I want to show you this. This is my first week. Very colorful, and I like the fact that I don't have to feel constricted to, using the 12 by 12 page protectors or not having a size that'll work. I can just kind of work around it. Now, this was already done and it was in the pockets, so that's why it's glued down like this. So I just basically took the pockets out, took some fluid matte medium and stuck them down. And I would say if you are nervous about trying this, this would be the way to go. It's just a little bit more time consuming. It's kind of not what I want to do, but I didn't want these pages to just kind of float around in a book and there would just be two of them. So I stuck these in here and I just went around some of these with, black Sharpie and, did some notes and stuff like that, some journaling here. And then this is the next page. This is the week 2. And again, I just glued those pages in. And you can see I painted the background. And I don't know, somebody messaged me, sorry. I don't even know what that message was about. Anyway, so I did this page and I like it. I took some of the inserts that I had that had nothing to do with it. I felt like, it was just filler pages. So we are going to start on the third page. It's not necessarily, it's not going to be like week 3. This is going to be like continuation on. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So I have all my pictures for January printed out and I kind of have them somewhat in an order. So you're going to see me start to fill up the page with color first, just kind of work on a background, and then I'm going to start filling in with pictures and stuff like that. So I'm going to jump into fast forward and then I'm going to document here. I should also say, I'm not worried about it being archival safe. I just want to do it this way. Now, if I do have something in here that I want to, kind of preserve, I could definitely put it in a pocket, or if it's smaller, there is the flip flaps that would work in here as well. And also I have Bind It All, which I could, punch the holes in and just cut down the holes, and then I could attach it into the book that way. So this might not be for everyone, but this is what I'm going to do. I feel like this is what I need to do for myself. So, and I feel like it's already less stressful. So I'm going to jump into this fast forward and hang tight. Here we go. Okay, so you can see I am putting down all my photos and just kind of feeling out where I want them to go. And then I'm going to take some Dilutions paint, and I'm sorry, I don't remember the colors. I used this blue one, which I think is called London Blue. And then I used purple, and I don't remember the name of the color. And then a cut grass, I think, is the other green, and then the lime green. And I'm just gonna make these random blocky prints, kind of randomly all over the page. And I'm using a makeup sponge to apply the paint with, and I just feel like that goes on really smooth, and I can kind of control it a little bit better. And I want it to be kind of very loose and not overly, I don't know, like not like I made it square on purpose, like very sketchily square, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to do that around the whole page. And then I'm going to come in with a whole bunch of different stencils. So I think I used mostly the Tim Holtz stencils. And I'm just going to go around each of these little these little frames that I made with the leftover paint on the makeup sponge. And then that's going to kind of use up, one, the leftover paint, and then two, it's going to kind of add a little bit added interest to each one of these little blocky prints. So I'm going to do that. And then after, I just kind of take some pictures every now and again just to, make sure everything's going to kind of like work out really well. Because the one of the things that I'm learning with this way I'm doing my project life is I haven't seen anybody else do this style of project life. I feel like um I don't know if you want to say like breaking new ground, but I don't have anybody to watch to get ideas from, so I'm pretty much working out of my head, and which is totally fine. But sometimes when you're doing project life and you're kind of stuck, or even if you're watching other people's project life videos, you'll be like, oh, that's a good idea, I should do that. And whereas I haven't seen anybody do this, so I'm totally going out of my own head as to things to do. And so sometimes it's really hard. And now, this way I'm doing this Project Life spread is probably not going to be the way I'm going to do it from now on. Right now, I am gluing down. Oh, sorry about that. My dog was trying to get away, so I had to let him go. Anyway, like I said, I don't have anybody's inspiration to go off of. So I'm just kind of doing things out of my head. Now, the way I'm doing it right now, I'm actually taking the pictures and I am gluing them down with matte medium and gluing them right into my book. Now, in hindsight, I don't think I'm going to do this again, and I haven't done it yet again. But it just feels like it's a lot of work. And I'm all about not doing things the hard way. I am very much about finding shortcuts and making things easier and faster. So now you can see I'm like gluing stuff down or gluing the pictures down with matte medium, and then I have to stack these paint jars up on top of the pictures to make them stay glued down, if that makes sense. And it's fine. I'm not worried about archival safe or anything like that, but I just want it to be less stressful. So I am going to not do this again. So you can see it's just a lot of time consuming, which it's fine because I move on from one to the other and I'll glue down one. But you can see like I have to like stack a whole bunch of these little paint jars all over the place just to make sure that I can glue down these pictures properly. So you can see I'm just going around and I glued them all down, and I maybe went around some of them and tucked some glue underneath them. Now I'm coming around with some of the black paint and I'm edging each of these kind of little blocks, and that's just going to make them a little bit more square. I decided to like the sketchiness of it after all, but that was the look I was going for at the time. And now with this, I totally missed doing my week 3 question, so I wanted to do it. So I'm not redo the whole page, but I wanted to find a place so that way I could put in my week 3 question. So I am going to pretty much go black around everything, and then wherever it's black, that's where I'm going to write my journaling for my week 3. Now, my week 3 question is, tell us about your dad. And so, again, I did, here you can see I'm starting up at the top, and I think I put a little bit about my dad, week 3 or something like that, and I put his name and where he was born and everything like that. So you can see I'm got a couple spots where it was not quite dry yet, and so I am just going around the whole thing and writing it. And I do like how this page turned out in the end. I will say it's not one of my more favorite pages that I've done, but I do like where it's going. So I'm just going to finish doing the journaling on that. And then that's pretty much the finished, completed 2-page spread for this layout. Thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.